Okay, going on to Island Queen to Martha's Vineyard on a Tuesday. Boarding gate. This is only about 5 minutes from where we're staying. Well, this is the view from the dock. Pretty nice. On the Island Queen. And there she is.
Yeah. Your old bagger girl.
Alright, we've got on the top. Move to the right
Are
side.
you stepping in water? Well, there is a little water down there.
Yeah, there sure is. Well, right this that one's okay. Okay. Man. Yeah, they're pretty high over there. Well, we are departing. We decided to sit on the port side because we were guessing that Martha's Vineyard is starboard's right, port's left. You know the old saying on how you remember, is there any pork left?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how you remember. Yeah, it's a nice pretty harbor.
There's some money in this harbor.
Yep.
Go.
Yeah, it's a nice house. Nice houses. Yeah. There's the rock and roll. And we got houses on this side too.
How pretty they are.
Oh yeah. Smell that nice
Salt
brisk
air.
salt air. Yeah, man, it smells good. Look at this. The harbor. As we head out to sea. Falmouth on Cape Cod. So we're arriving at Martha's Vineyard. The bell ringing. I guess get that in there or not. Sailboat. Coming into Martha's Vineyard. Wind is blowing at us. Okay. That was the ferry. I follow my tour guide.
Down Sea View.
Huh?
You said to walk down Sea View Avenue. You think it's this or that?
I don't know. Yeah. Big airplane.
Yeah. It's probably private too. Because, you know, these rich people are so worried about climate change.
Yeah. Town of Oak Bluffs. Policeman waving at me. Martha's Vineyard. Tours, Oaks Bluff Steamship Authority. Ticket office with the wind blowing in the background. Alright. Wait on Catherine. There she comes. Okay, this is where we're supposed to be meeting, right by the statue. 21st Virginia Regiment, Grand Army of the Republic. All right. And I guess we're gonna have to look for our tour bus. But Kathy knows.
You can hold it up so everyone can see, and I'll point it out, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay.
You're not a natural in this, I can tell. Martha's Vineyard. Nantucket to the southeast, Elizabeth Island to the northwest, and Cape Cod. But what we're really looking at here is the southeast extension of the glaciers. This is as far as they got before they melted 12,000 years ago. And everything they accumulated, slowly creeping south, was deposited here when they did melt. Now this, if you came over from Woods Hole, you crossed, or Hyannis, you crossed what at one time was the second busiest shipping channel in the world. But they all had to go out into the North Atlantic eventually, and winter weather can beat up those sailing ships rather severely. So they could come into our harbor here, Vineyard Haven, to refit, rewater, put off their second engine. If they were traveling north, they could wait in our harbor here, Vineyard Haven, for favorable winds and tides before they progressed. That all ended with the opening of the Cape Cod Canal, 1914, same year as the Panama Canal. That was an economic blow to the island. All that traffic, and traffic means business, went on the other side of the Elizabeth Islands, taking the shorter, safer route. Thank you. There's 6 towns on the island walk from the ferries here. The finest example of the summer home architecture of the day. To entice them to buy here, to be part of this summer community on the second largest island on the East Coast. Long Island being the only one being larger. Is antivirus in your computer? Yes? No? Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, you helped him rebuild his house. It was originally built by Mr. Corbin in 1891. He was a hardware manufacturer in New England. When Mr. Norton got a hold of it, 3 years into a restoration, it burned from a barge anchored right out in front of us on Nantucket Sound. Back about 6,000 to 7,000 people. But this ferry terminal is only open, about a week now, to take the overrun from Woods Hole to here. Have we all seen the film Jaws?
Yeah.
No? Yes?
Yeah. Yes.
How many times? Once was enough? Okay. Well, the writer of that novel, Jaws, Peter Benchley, was on island. His home was cat-a-corner through the park, that property right beyond the one with the red roof. And he was on island to help with a rewrite when they filmed all the outdoor scenes of that film in April '74 on Martha's Vineyard here. The monster man-eating shark was filmed swimming under the bridge into the... Oh my God, it's in the lagoon! Where's Michael? Chomped off that hapless rower's leg that slowly sank to the bottom with the tennis sneaker perfectly intact. You have a gun, shoot it! Is it all coming back, do you know?
Edgartown.
I hope in a good way. Now, rite of passage is for young people, well, young at heart also, to jump off the bridge. Then they could buy the t-shirt that reads, I jumped off a Jaws bridge. You know, with that picture of the shark and remember the posters? Family,
Daniel Fisher.
he and his father-in-law donated the land on which the old whaling church on the left was built. So named because of the contribution of the whaling captains to its construction. Very pretty murals inside, very impressive pipework, with a clock tower on the roof. And you'll see a lot of clock towers on the roofs of churches in New England. It's a reminder that time is short in this world. Prepare for the next. Edgartown's a county seat of Dukes County, and this island is Dukes County, and that's our courthouse on the left, right across from our town hall.
Edgartown Town Hall.
Are we going over
Well,
the chapel?
story was made even better by attention created by the terror of a great white shark in the surrounding waters. Named it after his son, not realizing that the young prince had died in infancy. Chappaquiddick, rather than go with the prevailing winds of the South Pacific, which they thought were going to blow them on the islands and have in every town. Well, color white was commercially available color, made by oxidizing lead, mixing that white powder with an oil, made a very sturdy paint. And it's one of the many destination spots for weddings on this island. Getting married at the lighthouse, trooping your company up here, and having a nice reception at this very nice hotel. Suites of rooms.
I missed the lighthouse.
I said I got some.
Okay.
But the problem is, these homes are now being bought by people who can. No last about 18, 20 years, but there's been. I kid you not. I'm not selling the book. I'm just saying it's available on Amazon in case you need it. Since we are heading east, I'm sorry, if we're heading west, south would be to our left.
Okay.
Beef from the cattle, all available and produced by their bakery there also. Their concentration is organic in quality. That were imported into the island through the port towns, the down island towns, Edgartown, Vineyard Haven, Oak Bluffs, were traded for what was produced up island. Chilmark, West Tisbury, and due under a full moon. At least that's what I'm told. My wife won't let me go to those parties. Latest fertilizing technique and for his livestock, their legs. All dry laid up, no mortar used. And you can see some of these walls that are covered in lichen. You can age that wall about 350 years. And if you're looking over some of these walls, and it's all second growth, judging by the age of that second growth, is when this farming and the pasturing on that particular plot of land ceased. Michael,
this was John Belushi's buried.
This is his gravesite here.
How about that?
Huh.
You know, everyone knows who John Belushi is. Blues Brothers.
Yep.
A couple of other films, Saturday Night Live, Stalwart. Well, how he and his wife, Judy, who my wife knows, established themselves by buying Robert McNamara's summer home here. If anyone remembers Robert McNamara, Secretary of Defense during the Vietnam War. Right. A lot of people laid at his feet our involvement in the Vietnam War and the sheep still in the pool. So very popular with fishermen because it keeps them warm and dry since that last in sequence. Antique stores, ship channel. But if you look to the right, you'll see that ridge I was referring to earlier and how people place their houses on it. We have a parking spot. Now here on the right,
There's Chili Mark. Down of Chili Mark. So where are we going? Are you gonna get something to eat?
Well, yeah, so.
Yeah. Mm. Just got that smell of a fishing village. Yep. Salt water and sea fish. Yep. Yeah. $6.49. $6.79 for diesel. That's not too bad. Can't believe diesel's. Yeah, $6.79 compared to gas. That's not too bad. And then the little statue there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is where the opening scenes for the movie Jaws was filmed. Here's how that goes. The green buoy, I don't know if you can see it out there, but that's where it started. Alright. There's the movie star.
Beyond that limit were the motherships, they called them, full of good Canadian whiskey, scotch. Named one of his daughters Aquina. Chris Wallace, might see him.
Chill mark.
Tony, we all know the first 3 rules of real estate, people, don't we? Say it with me. Location. Location. Now, if you were building a house, they good-naturedly call themselves Chapel Hillbillies. They're all through the island. And she's very instrumental in helping the Native Americans here be recognized by the federal government as a legitimate tribe. And with that newfound political muscle in 1995, they went to Aquina, the original Native American name, Fresnel lens, which is now in the Martha's Vineyard Museum, and if you get any time, it's worth a visit. Now, Fresnel lens was an invention by Dr. Fresnel, a French late physicist. It was an arrangement of...
Okay, we're going to look at the cliffs. What do they call it?
I don't know if they're called Aquina Cliffs or if there's a different. Gayhead.
Gayhead Cliffs. So even here they have twirly boards. How about that?
You were up on the cliff there. 152.
How much?
152.
That's pretty cheap.
I don't think it's the same
No, it's not.
quality.
That's only 20. Nope. I'll go up here. Oh man, look at that. Birds.
You can see how erosion color. And then on the other side here, let's see. Bedford.
Little shops, restaurants, and a nice beach.
Schoolroom and added another door. Not exactly what she was hoping for.
No.
There's another instance, you know, be careful what you wish for.
Chilwick General Store.
Anybody? No, I don't see it. Politics of Central and South America. Three-legged races. Usually Well, Carly Simon and James Taylor threw a concert, a sold-out concert, and gave all the money to the Agricultural Society to move the county fair from the Grange Hall to here, buying these lands, bringing this barn down from New Hampshire, reassembling it here.
Where they have the county fair.
Well recorded. Ray and Tails in Samaritz. He took that photograph. Did a portrait series of Marilyn Monroe, showing a very vulnerable, intelligent
Greenery Gallery.
side to her, to really bring out from his subjects the core of who that person is. And those legs. College students will occasionally steal them. I think they have it bolted down now. Of course, alcohol will be involved. But you can see the architecture is speaking to us. I stop here to show you the similarities, but it's the differences that make it so unique. If you see the peak double doors in the middle, that a reminder it started out as a tent city. That reminds you of tent flaps.
And I guess we're going to eat in the Lookout Tavern.
I guess it's called the Lookout Tavern.
Yeah, Lookout Tavern. Pretty busy.
I know it's personal taste, but I'm between the Beyond Burger, the veggie tacos, and the mahi tacos.
So lobster. You got
Veggie tacos.
something funny there.
What's that big over here?
Shopping for souvenirs, eh? Yeah, the ocean's a little angrier here with some white caps.
Yep, it's a lot colder.
Yes, it is.
5 hours later, and it's about 15 degrees colder.
Look at my souvenir hat, y'all. Yeah. Man, it is getting cold. All right. Yeah. Charge you $8 for bicycle round trip. Okay. Well. Kind of wet here. How you doing, babe? Well, we got us a seat. Man, it's busy. Huh?
We stay in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot busier than on the way here.
All right, that's Martha's Vineyard.